Hey everybody, how's everybody doing? I'm back again. I kind of remember what I was going to tell you before, and a few little notes and tidbits about stuff when if you're doing a bunch of cabinetry like I was showing in the last video that you're doing on your own. You got kitchen cabinets, you could have laundry cabinets, you could have maybe even cabinets in your pantry or something. This little jig right here comes in usually a 2-pack, which is basically what you need is a 2-pack. And what this does, I'll show you in the other room here. On the cabinets, it helps you align the cabinets side by side, but also helps you compress the front. So if you put it around here, around it, you pinch the sides together, you screw this together, this will bring these two together, and then this front one will push these so they're flush together. And then if you get one on the bottom, one on the top, do that. You put your screws in the side to hold it where it needs to be. Makes it all so much easier, and it just helps a ton. You're not messing around. See, all the seams are all nice and even, flush, and it kind of holds things in place. So that way, even if one of your cabinets is sitting a little top higher, so it's not completely flush down here, you can get these in there just snug enough where you can do either a tap up or a tap down to get that line straight and the line on the top straight. But this then holds everything else straight in the meantime until you get these two attached. It's kind of not the same for the inside corners, but those seem to work out okay when they're just held together with clamps or something. The other thing I was going to show you is I talked about in probably 2 videos ago about the L corner and the closet I was working on. It just wasn't going to work out because I made the walls different than I should have. This is a perfect example of an L corner. Right here. You can see the one stud. Let's get around this side. This stud is main stud on the outside that will take care of the studs on this stuff. And this one here is on the inside, which actually acts, and now you see this corner here where drywall, wood, or whatever you're using as a inside product will have something solid in the corners to attach to. Also, if this is an outside wall, if there's sheathing on the back side of this wall that went all the way, oh, here we go, in between here, this little cavity here allows you to put insulation in here and you can tuck it behind this wall. So it gives you a little better insulation protection, unlike this wall over here, which is an interior wall, so it really doesn't matter. But even so, you see here, you could put 2 studs and then you got that gap in between there. You can stuff insulation in there if there's an outside wall. But the problem is that insulation is just going to be clumped in there. It's not going to fill in the whole cavity unless you were able to put it from the outside, but usually there's sheathing there. So, and the other thing, the benefit of having the corners like they didn't do here, which I'm gonna have to probably, it's not a huge ordeal, but it's just kind of a OCD pet peeve of mine is to have inside corners on both sides, so that way you can run one into one, and then the other one has something too. Granted, it's only about 5 inches of space. There's probably a little hand flex if you wanted to put pressure on there, but it's just, let's just do it right. Let's make corners, make them right, make things simple. And hey, question for you. Did you hear about the horse that walked into a bar? Bartender asked, why the long face? All right. I think that was all I wanted to show you. I missed it out on the last video. But keep doing what you're doing. DIY, keep doing it. Learn. Best thing you do is learn. If something helps teach someone or makes someone understand a little better, let me know in the comments of something that, what about this? What about this? I seen someone doing drywall and they weren't sure what type of screws to use. Well, I would recommend 1.25" coarse drywall screws. There's a fine, but there's also a coarse, and I would recommend the coarse. 1.25" is perfect. And From what I know out here, all the professionals use 1.25 inch. You might have to use 1 5/8 if you have a double wall drywall, which sometimes on a firewall you would use that. But for general interior, typical house, single family type thing, 1.25 inch core screws works perfect. If you have any questions about what you should use for a certain thing, just let me know. I can answer it. Well, I should be able to answer it. Well, it's getting noisy out here again. Trucks are driving around. I'm surprised they didn't hear a siren. I heard them all morning. So, well, have a great day and a better tomorrow. We'll talk to you again soon.